Please look right for traffic when exiting.
Hey everyone, it is Friday, February the 26th. The time is 4:40 p.m. and the temperature right now is minus 2 degrees Celsius. Whoops, make that 2 degrees Celsius. That is plus 2, not minus 2. And this is the intersection of Landsdowne Avenue and Dundas Street West. And there's a look. Southbound Landsdowne Avenue. And the plan for this one is to head east along Dundas Street West through the Little Portugal neighborhood. And then when I get to Dovercourt Road, I'll head north up to College Street. And from there, I'll head west over to Brock Avenue and then south back down to Dundas Street. That was the 505 Dundas streetcar I got off of. And I took that here from Dundas West Station. And this is the Little Portugal neighborhood, which is roughly bound by Landsdowne Avenue to the west where I started. And there's some railway tracks to the south of here. That is the southern boundary of Little Portugal, and to the north, College Street. And to the east, it really depends on where you look or who you ask, as Google Maps defines it as Dovercourt Road. But I've also seen the eastern boundary defined as Ossington Avenue. And I've even seen it in some places listed as far west or far east as Bathurst Street.
Are you serious? There was only the first one that I did do around 70. Otherwise, I could.
And that is St. Helens on the north side of Dundas there. And I don't think I've recorded through this area since probably last summer sometime. That guy's got a dog in his backpack. Looked like a Cocker Spaniel or American Spaniel. There's some neat artwork. And this neighborhood does have a large Portuguese and Brazilian population. I think there's somewhere around 12,000 residents in total. And it's quite well known for its old school bakeries. And the area I'm in right now was formerly Brockton Village. And that was a town that was annexed by the city of Toronto back in 1884. And this is Brock Avenue. And this building right here used to be the old town hall for Brockton Village. And that dates back to 1882. Here's an old theater. It is currently home to a pop-up shop. It looks like.
Oh, they're really cool.
And this place is quite popular. Brazil Bakery and Pastry. And Barada there, I think they have another location up on College, which I'll be passing through. It's a well-known Portuguese restaurant. This here is Sheridan Avenue, and there's the famous Dundas West mural. And it looks like a police car got someone. And just off to the east is a rather neat look at the financial district. Can't really zoom in any closer than that. There's certainly no shortage of street art and large murals like this. So this streetcar will be heading over to Broadview Avenue, and then it'll turn north up to Broadview Station, which is located just north of Danforth Avenue. And this would be Dufferin Street just up ahead here. Look south down Dufferin, that'll take you down to the Exhibition Place grounds. And there is the Lockhart. And this is a Harry Potter themed bar. Although it looks rather empty inside. Perhaps they will get to open to indoor customers on March 8th. Probably not, but it's possible, because that's when the current restrictions are set to end in the city of Toronto. It really wouldn't make any sense for them to extend them, given that York region, which shares a border with the city, is in the red zone.
Better now?
And there is Sukhothai across the street. They have I zoomed in on a streetcar that was blocking the view, but they have a location that's quite well known on Wellington Street East, just across from Birksey Park.
505 Dundas to Parkview Station.
So this area is to the west of downtown. There's a place called Cozy Cannabis. So Dovercourt shouldn't be too far from here. There's a really old house for sale. I wonder if that has any type of heritage status or not. And here's some more homes along Dundas. This isn't something you see a whole lot of on a major street like this. There's someone utilizing one of those little local lending libraries that have popped up all over the city in recent years. So this is Lisgar Street coming up. That's a new development. It's amazing how some of these places have even managed to hang on during the pandemic. Soup fashion store. So I think this is Dovercourt, just up ahead here. I'm pretty sure it's right where the 7-Eleven is. So as I mentioned, this may or may not be the eastern boundary of Little Portugal.
Yeah, I know, she's always there.
There's the Unboxed Market. I think that's a eco-friendly themed store. And this place here, Extra Burger, is quite well known. All right, so now it's north up Dovercourt Road to College. It shouldn't take too long. Dundas and College are kind of the main retail stretches through Little Portugal. Dundas more so than College. And if memory serves me right, I think there's a police station just up here on the left. There's a number of nice old Victorian style homes. These would not be out of place in Cabbagetown. And the last time I passed here, it was just an empty lot. It's a 3-story, 44 rental home modular housing unit. That's unique, and it certainly looks a lot different than most newer developments you see in the city. And I think this building here on the left is a police station. Well, I'm not sure what division number it is. There's some more Victorian style homes on the right. Division. And the sun is coming in pretty strong from the west over there. And here's a public school. Former public school. It says it is the Orchard Montessori School. As well as West End Parents Daycare. It's kind of nice having all this daylight at 5 p.m. and hearing birds chirping. We are towards the end of February, so I guess spring is right around the corner. And the Canadian government approved the AstraZeneca vaccine today. So that could help expedite our recovery quite a bit. I think this building here on the right is an old YMCA. I remember researching that on a prior video I did that went through Little Italy, which is just to the right here on College. I don't see any plaques or anything, but I think that dates back to 1911. And it's west directly into the sun. And this Starbucks hasn't closed down. So just to the east of here is Little Italy, and that'll run along College over to Bathurst Street. And this is the College portion of Little Italy. Did I say Little Italy? I meant Little Portugal. I'm making all kinds of mistakes today. There's some neat artwork on that laneway down there, but I don't really want to be on that side of the street because I'll be battling the sun. There's an Ultimate Dental. They've been bugging the crap out of me to go back. I hadn't been since prior to the pandemic.
Okay, cool. Have fun at the cottage.
Maybe I should switch to Rusholme Family Dentistry. And there is Berada. I've been there with some friends before on a few occasions. It's amazing, if I just step 1 or 2 feet to the right, it looks like the sun completely destroys my shot. And I've been asked by some Americans if Canadian healthcare includes dental coverage, and sadly it doesn't. So if you need to go to the dentist, you do have to either have coverage through your employer or a private plan, or pay out of pocket. This is an interesting looking street. Although usually, if you tell a dentist that you don't have coverage, they'll magically come up with a much more reasonable price than they would have billed you if you were paying through insurance. I don't know why I brought that up. I guess it was those dental offices that triggered me to talk about it. There's some neat looking rental buildings. We could use a fresh coat of paint, but I quite like how they look. And here is Gladstone Avenue. So college here is served by the 506 Carlton streetcar.
I would imagine you guys have
Say is milling it would be pretty hard, but if you slice it into like plates, kind of like that. No, like that.
And that one is going to Broadview Station as well. So that'll be terminating at the same place as the 505 Dundas. I think some of those 506 Carlton streetcars go all the way to Main Station. Rather than turning north at Gerrard and Broadview, they'll continue on east. I think that might make it the second longest streetcar route in the city. Dufferin Street. And I had thought earlier that this Star convenience store had closed down. It looked empty and boarded up, but it has magically reopened, unless I'm imagining that happened. Just to the north of here is Dufferin Grove Park, and across the street from that is Dufferin Mall, and just a little north of that is Bloor Street and Dufferin Station. Seems to be a lot more retail activity on the north side of College here. There's a banh mi shop. There definitely seemed to be more pedestrian activity on Dundas Street. That sun is pretty brutal right now, but the good news is I'm only heading in this direction, I think for another block or so. I think right after the school here will be Brock Avenue. And I think this is St. Helen. And it might get its name from that church, which is just to the south of here on Dundas. There's a look to the east. Look how much better the lighting is in that direction. So I think on Dundas, Landsdowne is considered the western boundary to Little Portugal, and on College, it is Brock Avenue. Although again, those boundaries are rather loosely defined. So I think this street gets its name from Sir Isaac Brock, who was a former British Army officer assigned to Lower Canada in 1802. I think he is also the gentleman whom Brockton Village is named after. and this will take me to Brock and Dundas, which is right where the old town hall is. And I think that's where I'll wrap this one up. This looks like artificial surface here. You know, in some parts of the city, that is not allowed. All right, here we go, Brock and Dundas. I hope you enjoyed this walk through Little Portugal. I almost said Little Italy again. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. And if you wish to support the channel, there are links to my Patreon in the description. And you can also check out channel memberships on my main YouTube page itself. And I also have an Instagram account and another channel, Johnny Stumbles. And I'm thinking I might just record a video for that channel while I'm down here. Anyways, let me stumble down this alley here. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you on the next one.